Hello, friends. A very good afternoon to all of you. I would like to welcome you all in this afternoon session where we talk a lot about real estate, news, views, opinion, and I always try my level best to share as much information as I can with you about what is happening in the real estate market. So it is very, very important for all of us to stay up to date with latest information, latest news, and latest data, I would say. So, I will be sharing some data with you for, give me one, there you go. So, this is the market watch for the month of November, where Toronto Real Estate Board has released all the figures in November 2020. Almost 8,766 houses get sold, which is almost 24% up as compared to November 2019. So it really gives a good idea to us like where the market is going. Uh, in spite of the challenges with COVID, we can see more than 20% growth in number of sales. If I talk about the average price in November 2020, which is 955,615, again, the average price is up almost 13.3% as compared to November 2019. So these two numbers are very interesting for all of us to watch that where market is leading to. But I want you to understand what is going to happen in the coming months. That is the most important thing because understanding the data, analyzing the data is important and it can give us a lot of insight about what is going to happen in the near future. So I always talk about demand and supply. The real estate market, or for the sake any market, is driven by the demand and supply. If I look at the new listings which came into the market in the month of November 2020, it was 11,545, which is up almost by 33.5% as compared to last year. So now this gives me some idea about how the market is going to behave in the coming time. To understand it, I have to analyze how much is the inventory we have right now. So let's say we have 8,766 houses got sold. Against that, we have an inventory of approximately close to 14,000 homes out there in the market. So this is an inventory which is good enough for 1 month and almost 3 weeks, I would say. If the same situation continues for another 2 months, let's say November is already gone, so December and January, where we are adding another 3 to 4,000 new houses there in the market. So at that time, the inventory level is going to be up and more than 2 months, which will be an indication of a balanced market. Average days on market, it has gone from 24 to 19. So it was taking 24 days on an average to sell the property in the market in 2019, whereas 2020, it has gone down to 19 days. Now, a little more dissection of the data, if we go deep into it, then I see, especially in 905 and 416, the detached and semi-detached houses and townhouses, they have gone up by 30% on an average. Whereas the condo market, somehow in 905, the condo market has gone up really good. It is 23.3%, whereas in 416, which is majority of the Toronto area, is only 0.8%. I know there is a lot of rumors out there, or there is a lot of a buzz about there that the condo market, the prices are going down and this and that. Absolutely, I understand. This is again the demand and supply, that there's a lot of supply out there, but the demand is a little bit on the hold just because of the COVID situation, especially rental. Airbnb and other rentals are a little bit on the hold in Toronto area. But as an investor, I think is a wonderful opportunity for those who are looking to buy in a good market. Just because of these reasons, you are getting good deals out there. Either it is pre-construction from the builders are also bringing up a lot of deals out there. Either it is the deposit structure or it is some extra special incentives. And of course, you can get in touch with Team Save Max if you really want to make a good informed decision as far as your investment is concerned. So this was a little glimpse about the data, what has happened in November 2019 on Toronto Real Estate Board. I always say the real estate market is not predicted nationally. Real estate market is always predicted and understood in a local way. Because if I look at the stats all across the country, that will not be a clear and justifiable figure about GTA itself, whereas this is all about GTA. So I'm pretty sure this will give you a good insight. And in case you want to discuss about your real estate need or want to know more about it, please feel free to get in touch with any of SaveMax team members. They will give you a good idea and will help you to make an informed decision. So this was all about what has been happening in real estate as far as the data is concerned. But as you all know, on every Saturday, I introduce some of very energetic, enthusiastic, and amazing personalities to you. And I have seen the kind of feedback I get. It is always encouraging, and many people appreciate because people want to know, people want to learn from the real life stories of those realtors who have created success for them above and beyond a level. So today, the first personality I'm going to introduce to you, he himself is an encyclopedia of real estate. And when it comes to look as a role model, when it comes to look towards somebody who you can say is making an impression on the real estate industry, I can certainly tell you that you can always look towards none other than our broker of record at Georgetown location, Mr. Raj Pathak. So Raji, welcome on this afternoon session. There are a lot many people who wants to know more about Raj, like how has been its journey in the real estate industry and what Raj think as a realtor, lot many new people they want to come into the industry. So first of all, I would like to welcome you on the show.
Thank you, Ramanji, providing an opportunity here to be on the Facebook Live, and really appreciate and about my journey. And as you, Ramanji knows, I've been in the industry for 12 years and work with different brands. And before, I think I never said it in the person, but I'll say it on the air. Before we come in, join the Facebook, we did that little bit of research. Okay, what are you guys doing different than what I was doing with the other brands? And that was crunching number time, and that was the time it brought us over because I would say if I put a success rate per agent, and it was much more than what's out there. So that was a reason to be part of to become a part of the Save Max.
Excellent. So Raj, you touched a very important point actually, the success rate, which I always talk about it. Like, a lot many people, they don't understand that part of the real estate industry, that majority of the brands, majority of the brokerages, like, the success rate which I see, and that was one of the reason why actually I get encouraged to open up a brokerage, because I wanted to create a difference into the real estate industry. So I saw in majority of the brokerages, the success rate is only 10%. That there are only, like, let's say if there are 500 agents working into that brokerage, only like 20 or 30 agents, they are doing more than 20 or 30 transactions. So that is a little pathetic situation out there. And we are actually trying our level best, and we have been very successful on bringing that success rate up to 90%. And when I talk about success, I think everybody has their own meaning of success. Whereas in SaveMax, we consider first success as how many people we are making successful in the industry. Second thing is, it is not about only, like, the number of transactions or the dollar value. Many times you need to know about your business as well. So you have worked in various brands, Raj.
Yeah.
If I want to ask you, for our viewers' benefit, what difference you see in SaveMax system as compared to other brands where you work?
If I put it in a really short sentence, I would say it's a system. The SaveMax has it, and that says it all. It's not any realtor for SaveMax. It's not the number. It's not the number. It's a family, and we'll keep you interested in there. In the other brokerage, you've done 2, 4, maybe 10 transactions. Then what? What's next? And then you sit around and say, oh, yeah, okay, now we're preparing for the next year. But here, that's not the case. Here, we'll keep you untrusted. And since you're part of the family, you're in touch with your mentor, they're always there. They're always there to help you. And the support and the system, when you put the two things together, I don't see no reason not to excel in real estate for anybody, I think, in this.
That's excellent. And Raj, you rightly, actually, I think you picked up the right point out there. It is all about the system, whereas I see majority of the places that system is not there. Because you know what? You are just a number there. So nobody's interested to build up a system for you. All right? Raj, there has been a lot of requests from many of our viewers that they wanted to have some Punjabi tadka to our discussion. So today we are going to have a different discussion. So today we are going to use Finglish. I would say we are going to use Punjabi, we are going to use Hindi, and we are going to use English into that. But before we go to that route, I want to introduce another young, energetic, enthusiastic, and a very charming personality who I always admire, because whenever she walks into the office, she's always smiling. And not only that, when I see these youngsters, they are coming into the industry, I see them as a role model for many of those who are just sitting on the edge and looking for a career. So, without taking too much time, let me introduce our young gun out there. See, such a smiling face, Tania.
Thank you for such a sweet introduction. But yes.
Tania, first of all, I would like to welcome you. And your smile, your energy is really contagious. And, I feel so energetic when I see you around into the office. And I want to thank Raj for bringing such an energetic personality to SaveMax Georgetown office. And I'm pretty sure you will become an inspiration for many of the youngsters who want to join a wonderful profession. So first of all, let's hear about your journey. What have you been doing? How you entered into the real estate industry, so that other people can get some idea and some motivation from your story, Tania.
For sure. So for the real estate industry, I am probably very young in comparison to everyone else currently in the industry. I am still working on my undergrad, hopefully to graduate soon. And that being said, I'm only 21. So when you say youngster in the industry, definitely. But that does not mean I lack in any department. And I think that's really something that was encouraged at SaveMax. That even though I was so young, SaveMax had the training to support me, and everything in SaveMax was cutting edge. It was innovative. It was on the best things in the industry, and that's just drew me to SaveMax. Me starting off at real estate, I gotta say, it was my marvelous mentor, Raj. Literally, he's been doing real estate for 12 years, and I just grew a very fond interest of it. And I thought, why not take a crack at it myself? So being here at SaveMax really just made my vision of driving the real estate industry a million times better and achievable.
Excellent. Tania, it was I really would like to second your statement. Working under a mentor like Raj itself is a good indication that you are going to be an amazing success story in the real estate industry. And on top of it, like, there is a system in place which is working for you. So 21 years of age, still working on the undergrad and, making money in real estate industry. How do you feel about that?
It is empowering. I don't think I can choose a better empowering. I see myself hustling, and I have so many people on my day-to-day asking, how do I do it? How do I manage school? How do I manage real estate on the side? And I just keep saying, if you have a vision, if you have a drive and you have a goal, anything's achievable.
That's so right. And I think if you have a vision, if you have a drive, you are working on so many pre-construction projects as well. And I see, like, because I always, like, feel a little jealous of you youngsters because you guys are too quick on the technology. And I try my level best to learn as much technology as I can. But again, like, sometimes over fingers and over brain doesn't work that fast as your. So what is a message you want to send across to the youngsters who want to choose a career? How do you feel about the real estate industry? Do you see yourself as a success story who can admire many other youngsters to come and join in the industry?
I definitely think of myself as a success story. And I have to owe it to a marvelous team behind me as well. The things I have learned from the St. Max family, the encouragement, the support, it has honestly just helped my career in so many different ways. And you mentioned pre-construction, say strong pre-construction is, we have had so many different projects, and that is really where like you said, that's where I want to focus at. Any pre-constructions, I'm sending them out as soon as possible, because for us, that's where we're gonna live in all these new upcoming stuff. Yeah, but I tell my friends, if they're even looking into buying a place, because like I said, we're still undergrad, so everyone's still trying to finish up their degree and then probably move out from where they're living right now, probably with their parents. So pre-construction is the thing to go, and that's really why I picked that as my niche, to just help and support like my friends and my family who are looking to get into that.
That's amazing, Tania. And I know you already started making some investments into the pre-construction, and that is what I love about this industry. When I see a youngster, 21-year-old, is working on a vision to become a millionaire in next 4 to 5 years. And Tania, I'm pretty sure by the time you are 25, you are going to be a millionaire under Save Max system, because I have a dream of putting up like 1,000 millionaire in next 5 years.
Ooh.
And I would love to see 25% of them should be youngsters and should be women.
Because that idea.
Yes.
Yes. I will share 100% that dream. I would love to work on that with you too.
Beautiful. Excellent, Tania. So, Tania, we have another amazing personality with us today. And his success story is a little different. You know what? There are so many youngsters who look towards you as a success story. But there are so many immigrants who actually came into this country on a stage of life where it was very hard for them to make a decision. Yeah. You know what? They wanted to enjoy the beauty of this country. And they wanted to adopt this country as their, I would say, Karam Bhumi, right? The land where they can come and prove themselves. But, there were certain challenges with them. They had the family obligations. Their age was not, I would not say age was a barrier for them, but, it becomes very challenging when it becomes to somebody's like 40, 45 years. And, they're in the second stage of their career where they already built up a system back home in their countries, but they have to come and face the struggles of an establishment as a new immigrant. So his success story is really a kind of motivation, which when I look towards it, I get a lot of positivity, I get a lot of energy. And I see towards this gentleman as one of the role model for a common man like me or like so many other immigrants. And I admire his positivity. And today there was a request from lot many people, and I will request Mr. IP Rawal, who we lovingly call as Rosie Paji. Rosie Paji, there has been a lot of requests from many of the people. They wanted one of the presentation, especially in Punjabi language. So I would request now all of us to use as much Punjabi as we can, so that those all can be benefited from this. So Rosie Paji, Sat Sri Akal.
ਸਤਿ ਸ਼੍ਰੀ ਅਕਾਲ ਜੀ।
Rosie Paji, I think ਤੁਹਾਡੀ mic mute ਹੈਗਾ, ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ mute ਤੋਂ ਹਟਾਉਣਾ ਪੈਣਾ। Did you get it? Rosie Paji, I think ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ ਤੁਸੀਂ mute ਹੋ, ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ mute ਆਪਣਾ ਹਟਾਉਣਾ ਪੈਣਾ ਹੈਗਾ। ਨਹੀਂ, I can't hear you. There's a mic button, Rosie Paji. There's a mic. Just unmute yourself. No, you're still mute. I can't hear you.
IP is a superstar for SaveMax anyway.
IP is a
Join it,
superstar.
we'll take over.
So I think he was having some technical difficulty.
Yeah.
Let's see if he's good. Rosie Paji, can you hear me?
No.
And now I think you are still on mute. Huh?
It's coming up.
Give me 1 second. No, I think we are good, Sachin. No. Abhi kar diya maine. I did it. You just have to unmute him. Okay. Rosie Paji, can you hear me? Okay, we cannot hear you, so I think you are mute. So I am going to take you off for 1 or 2 minutes, and by the time Rosie Paji sort out, Sachin is there to help him.
There you go.
Sachin, can you make sure his mic is unmute? No? Rosie, you should come and join in my room. Don't worry about it.
Yeah.
Sachin, I think there is some problem with the sound. Can you hear me, Sachin? No, I think there's some problem out there. Don't worry, he is in the office, so we can have him in my room, and then we can have a discussion. So, Tania, about this pre-construction, do you think it's something very a little different field than the resale? And as a youngster, as a young realtor, 21-year-old, and you are an investor yourself, so there are a lot many people who actually are living with their parents, right? I think this is a wonderful opportunity for them to start early as an investor. What do you think about it?
I totally would agree with you. The pre-construction, I don't know. A lot of people these days are saying that real estate, there's nothing selling in real estate. There are so many projects at the moment, especially in pre-construction. And I think especially for all the folks that are my age or even just a little bit older, get into pre-construction now. Don't wait. There's no reason of waiting. If you have a vision of that you would like to own your own place one day and make that investment, start today. There's no better time than now. And everything, and even if it's just a matter of just starting to make a plan, that can be arranged.
Perfect. Tania, I'll share some interesting story with you. You know what? Lashika, who is also handling pre-construction in SaveMax team. She's quite a young girl too. I think she's 25 or 26. I still remember like 2.5 years before when she got her license. And I was talking to her husband, and he was asking me that, Mr. Raman, who is going to buy a house from Lashika? She's 23, 24. And, I don't think so that is going to happen. And I said, no, Lakshay, that is not the case. And today I feel proud when I see this girl who is 26 years of age, 2.5 years in the business, 250 transactions she did in year 2020 in spite of the COVID in pre-construction. 250 transactions she coordinated. Just imagine.
Yeah. Amazing.
Yeah.
I think you and Lashika are going to be a role model for the industry, and I feel so happy when I see these young guns. Raj, ਮੈਨੂੰ ਲੱਗਦਾ ਹੈ ਇਹਨਾਂ ਕੁੜੀਆਂ ਨੇ ਧਮਾਕਾ ਕਰ ਦੇਣਾ ਮਾਰਕੀਟ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ, right?
That's what we want.
Yes.
That's what we want. It's like Aleshika, it's amazing. Like it's 2 years in the industry, and it's amazing. It's unheard of, even while the COVID going on, and we're still doing that kind of business. It's something there. It's they come back to the system.
Yes.
The one thing like that.
ਕਿ ਜਿਸ ਤਰੀਕੇ ਨਾਲ ਮੈਂ ਤਾਨੀਆ ਨੂੰ ਗਰੋ ਕਰਦਾ ਦੇਖ ਰਿਹਾ, ਜਿਸ ਤਰੀਕੇ ਨਾਲ ਮੈਂ ਦੇਖ ਰਿਹਾ ਕਿ ਤਾਨੀਆ ਦਾ ਜਿਹੜਾ ਇੱਕ ਪੈਸ਼ਨ ਹੈਗਾ ਰੀਅਲ estate ਇੰਡਸਟਰੀ ਦਾ, ਜਿਸ ਤਰ੍ਹਾਂ ਕਲਾਇੰਟਸ ਨੂੰ ਡੀਲ ਕਰ ਰਹੀ ਹੈਗੀ, ਲਾਈਕ ਇਹਨਾਂ ਨੇ ਜਿਸ ਤਰੀਕੇ ਆਪਣਾ ਇੱਕ ਇਨਫੋਰਮੇਸ਼ਨ ਦਾ ਸਿਸਟਮ ਡਿਵੈਲਪ ਕੀਤਾ ਹੈਗਾ, ਔਰ ਉਸ ਇਨਫੋਰਮੇਸ਼ਨ ਨੂੰ ਬੜੇ ਅੱਛੇ ਤਰੀਕੇ ਨਾਲ ਕਲਾਇੰਟ ਨੂੰ ਪਾਸ ਕਰਦੇ ਹੈਗੇ ਆ, and they make sure that client have all the right set of information before making a decision. ਔਰ ਮੇਰੇ ਖਿਆਲ ਜਦੋਂ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਇਸ ਅੱਛੀ ਛੋਟੀ ਏਜ ਤੋਂ ਬੱਚੇ ਜਦੋਂ ਇਸ ਚੀਜ਼ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਕੰਮ ਕਰਨਾ ਸ਼ੁਰੂ ਕਰਦੇ ਹੈਗੇ ਆ, ਤਾਂ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਦਾ ਇੱਕ ਐਕਸਪਰਟਿਜ਼ ਜਿਹੜੀ ਹੈਗੀ ਹੈ ਉਹ ਇੱਕ ਅਲੱਗ ਤਰੀਕੇ ਦੇ ਨਾਲ ਬਣ ਜਾਂਦੀ ਹੈ. ਸੋ ਤਾਨੀਆ, I'm pretty sure next year 2021 you are going to be a rock star performer of the industry, and I'll be very happy to see you leading from the front as a team leader, because that is what Save Max system is all about. So Rosie Paji ਵੀ ਸਾਡੇ ਨਾਲ ਹੈਗੇ. Rosie Paji, I would like to welcome you as well.
Thank you, Raman ji, and good afternoon, everyone. Salam, namaste, pyar bhi, sat sri akal. So, Raman ji, thank you so very much. ਤੁਸੀਂ ਮੈਨੂੰ introduce ਕੀਤਾ ਹੈ ਇੱਥੇ. So, my story is this ਕਿ ਮੈਂ ਇਸ ਕੰਟਰੀ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ 5-6 ਸਾਲ ਤੋਂ ਆਇਆ ਹੋਇਆ ਹਾਂ, ਤੇ 2015 ਤੋਂ ਮੈਂ Save Max ਨਾਲ ਜੁੜਿਆ ਹੈਗਾ, ਤੇ 2015 ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਮੈਂ ਕਾਫੀ ਜਗ੍ਹਾ ਤੇ, ਮੈਂ ਪਹਿਲੇ ਆਪਣੇ ਇੰਟਰਵਿਊ ਵਿੱਚ ਵੀ ਦੱਸਿਆ ਸੀਗਾ ਵੀ ਮੈਂ ਕਾਫੀ ਇਸ ਇੰਡਸਟਰੀ ਵਿੱਚ ਕਾਫੀ ਐਕਸਪਲੋਰ ਕੀਤਾ ਕਾਫੀ ਜਗ੍ਹਾ ਨੂੰ, ਬਟ ਜਦੋਂ ਮੈਂ ਮਿਸਟਰ ਰਮਨ ਨਾਲ ਮਿਲਿਆ ਸੀਗਾ ਜਾਂ ਇੱਥੇ ਪੂਰੀ ਟੀਮ ਨਾਲ ਮਿਲਿਆ, ਸਚਿਨ ਨਾਲ ਮਿਲਿਆ, ਲਲਿਤ ਨਾਲ ਮਿਲਿਆ, then I feel good. ਪੋਜ਼ਿਟਿਵਿਟੀ ਸਭ ਤੋਂ ਪਹਿਲੀ ਚੀਜ਼ ਕੀ ਹੈ ਲਾਈਫ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ? ਪੋਜ਼ਿਟਿਵਿਟੀ. ਅਗਰ ਤੁਹਾਡੇ ਕੋਲ ਪੋਜ਼ਿਟਿਵਿਟੀ ਹੈਗੀ ਹੈ, ਤੁਹਾਡਾ ਐਟਮੋਸਫੇਅਰ ਪੋਜ਼ਿਟਿਵ ਹੈਗਾ, ਯੂ ਕੈਨ ਡੂ ਵੰਡਰਸ. ਪੋਜ਼ਿਟਿਵਿਟੀ ਹੈ ਨਾਲ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਸੇਵ ਮੈਕਸ ਦੇ ਬੈਨਰ ਥੱਲੇ ਕੰਮ ਕਰਦੇ ਹੋ. ਸੇਵ ਮੈਕਸ ਇੱਕ ਐਸਟੈਬਲਿਸ਼ਡ ਬ੍ਰਾਂਡ ਹੈ, ਸੇਵ ਮੈਕਸ ਤੇ ਲੋਕ ਟਰਸਟ ਕਰਦੇ ਨੇ. ਰੀਅਲ estate ਕੀ ਹੈ? that is trust. ਅਗਰ ਕਲਾਇੰਟਸ ਤੁਹਾਡੇ ਤੇ ਟਰਸਟ ਕਰਦੇ, you can do wonders in this country, in your life. ਸੋ ਮੇਰੀ ਸਕਸੈਸ ਸਟੋਰੀ ਬਾਰੇ ਰਮਨ ਬਾਜੀ ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ ਜ਼ਿਆਦਾ ਦੱਸ ਸਕਦੇ ਨੇ, ਬਾਕੀ ਮੈਂ ਆਪਣੇ ਬਾਰੇ ਇਹ ਦੱਸਦਾ ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ ਕਿ ਮੈਂ 5 ਸਾਲ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਇਸ ਕੰਪਨੀ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਆਪਣੇ ਆਪ ਨੂੰ ਕਾਫੀ ਅੱਛਾ ਫੀਲ ਕਰਦਾ. ਇਸ ਸਿਟੀ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਮੈਂ ਕਾਫੀ ਕੰਮ ਕੀਤਾ ਹੈਗਾ, ਪੂਰੇ GTA ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਵੀ ਕੰਮ ਕੀਤਾ. ਹੁਣ ਮੇਰੇ ਕੋਲ ਆਪਣੀ ਟੀਮ ਹੈਗੀ ਹੈ. within 5 years I make a team here. Second thing is, ਇਸ ਸਾਲ ਦੀ ਮੈਂ ਜਦੋਂ ਤੁਹਾਡੇ ਨਾਲ ਗੱਲ ਕਰਦਾ, ਇਸ ਸਾਲ ਦਾ ਮੇਰੇ 40+ ਕੇਸਿਸ ਹੋ ਚੁੱਕੇ ਨੇ, ਤੇ 40+ ਕੇਸਿਸ that is not just selling, that is 60% buying and 40% is selling. ਰੀਅਲਟਰ ਇਸ ਚੀਜ਼ ਨੂੰ ਸਮਝ ਸਕਦੇ ਨੇ ਕਿ 60% ਬਾਇੰਗ ਦੀ ਕੀ ਵੈਲਿਊ ਹੈ. 600,000 ਗ੍ਰੋਸ ਕਿਲ ਨਾਓ, ਹਾਲੇ ਸਾਲ ਪੂਰਾ ਪਿਆ ਹੈਗਾ. ਮੇਰੇ ਲਈ 1 ਮਹੀਨਾ 1 ਸਾਲ ਹੁੰਦਾ. So you can understand.
That's a good one.
Yeah. So main ਚੀਜ਼ ਇਹ ਹੈ, ਜੇ ਪੈਰਾਡਾਮਿਕ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਇੱਥੇ ਇੱਕ ਨੇਬਰਹੁੱਡ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਮੈਂ 16 ਕੇਸ ਕਰ ਚੁੱਕਿਆ, ਜਿਹਦੇ 14 ਲਿਸਟਿੰਗ ਅਸੀਂ ਸੇਲ ਕਰ ਚੁੱਕੇ ਹਾਂ ਜਸਟ ਇਨ ਵਨ ਨੇਬਰਹੁੱਡ, ਜਿਸ ਦਾ ਰੇਡੀਅਸ ਜਸਟ 0.5 ਕਿਲੋਮੀਟਰ.
Very good.
14 listings we already sold in that area, the 2 coming soon. So in this pandemic, ये मैं कल्ला नहीं कर सकता. मैं keep my words with you. ये चीज मैं कल्ली नहीं कर सकता. ये मेरे नाल मेरी टीम खड़ी है, Save Max खड़ा है, Save Max का बैनर है, तद करके ये चीज मैं कर पाया. Yes sir.
ਮੇਰੇ ਖਿਆਲ ਰੋਜ਼ੀ ਪਾਜੀ ਦੀ ਜਿਹੜੀ ਸਟੋਰੀ ਹੈਗੀ ਹੈ ਉਹ ਆਪਣੇ ਆਪ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਨਾ ਇੱਕ ਨਵੇਕਲੀ ਸਟੋਰੀ ਹੈਗੀ ਹੈ. ਇੱਕ ਨਵਾਂ ਇਮੀਗ੍ਰੈਂਟ ਇਸ ਕੰਟਰੀ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਆਂਦਾ ਹੈਗਾ, ਉਹਦੇ ਆਪਣੇ ਚੈਲੰਜਸ ਹੈਗੇ ਆ, ਫੈਮਿਲੀ ਆਬਲੀਗੇਸ਼ਨਸ ਹੈਗੀਆਂ, ਬੜੀਆਂ ਸਾਰੀਆਂ ਚੀਜ਼ਾਂ ਹੁੰਦੀਆਂ. ਔਰ ਰੋਜ਼ੀ ਪਾਜੀ ਨੇ ਆਪਣੇ ਨਾਲ ਸ਼ੇਅਰ ਕੀਤਾ ਹੈਗਾ ਕਿ ਕਿਵੇਂ ਪਿਛਲੇ 4-5 ਸਾਲਾਂ ਤੋਂ ਉਹ ਇਸ ਚੀਜ਼ ਦੇ ਉੱਤੇ ਤਵੱਜੋ ਦੇ ਰਿਹਾ ਹੈ ਕਿ ਅਸੀਂ ਆਪਣੇ ਕਲਾਇੰਟਸ ਦੇ ਵਾਸਤੇ ਕਿਵੇਂ ਬੈਸਟ ਟੂ ਬੈਸਟ ਕਰ ਸਕਦੇ ਹੈਗੇ ਆ. ਔਰ 40 ਟ੍ਰਾਂਜੈਕਸ਼ਨ ਉਹ 2020 ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਕਰ ਚੁੱਕੇ ਹੈ. ਰਾਜੀ, ਅੱਜ ਦੇ ਟਾਈਮ ਮੇਰੇ ਖਿਆਲ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਵੀ ਦੇਖਿਆ ਹੋਣਾ ਕਿ ਜਦੋਂ ਮਾਰਚ, ਅਪ੍ਰੈਲ, ਮਈ ਦਾ ਟਾਈਮ ਸੀਗਾ ਤੇ ਇੱਕ ਅਨਸਰਟਨ ਪੋਜੀਸ਼ਨ ਸੀਗੀ ਕਿ ਰੀਅਲ estate ਇੰਡਸਟਰੀ ਦਾ ਕੀ ਹੋਣ ਵਾਲਾ ਹੈਗਾ. ਇਵਨ CMHC ਨੇ ਉਸ ਟਾਈਮ ਪ੍ਰਿਡਿਕਟ ਕੀਤਾ ਸੀਗਾ ਕਿ ਰੀਅਲ estate ਇੰਡਸਟਰੀ 18% ਡੀ ਗਰੋ ਕਰੇਗੀ. ਠੀਕ ਹੈ ਜੀ. ਪਰ ਉਸ ਤੋਂ ਬਾਵਜੂਦ ਵੀ ਸੇਵਮੈਕਸ ਦੀ ਟੀਮ ਇੱਕ ਇੱਦਾਂ ਦੀ ਸੀਗੀ ਜਿਹੜੀ ਅਸੀਂ ਆਪਣੇ ਇੱਕ ਨਵੇਂ ਤਰੀਕਿਆਂ ਦੇ ਨਾਲ ਇੱਕ ਟੈਕਨੋਲੋਜੀ ਦੇ ਨਾਲ ਆਪਣੇ ਆਪ ਨੂੰ ਮਾਰਕੀਟ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਜਿਹੜਾ ਹੈਗਾ ਰੀਐਸਟੈਬਲਿਸ਼ ਕਰ ਰਹੇ ਸੀਗੇ। ਔਰ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਅੱਜ ਰਿਜ਼ਲਟ ਦੇਖੋ ਕਿ ਸੇਵਮੈਕਸ ਦੀ ਟੀਮ ਨੇ 1.2 ਬਿਲੀਅਨ ਡਾਲਰ ਦਾ ਜਿਹੜਾ ਹੈਗਾ ਸੇਲਸ ਵੋਲੀਅਮ ਅਚੀਵ ਕੀਤਾ ਹੈਗਾ ਸਿਰਫ 11 ਮਹੀਨਿਆਂ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ। ਔਰ ਉਹਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਇਹ ਦੇਖੋ ਕਿ ਅੱਜ ਰੋਜ਼ੀ ਭਾਜੀ 5 ਸਾਲ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਇਸ ਮੁਕਾਮ ਦੇ ਉੱਤੇ ਚੱਲ ਰਹੇ ਹੈਗੇ ਕਿ ਇਹਨਾਂ ਕੋਲੋਂ ਆਪਣੀ ਇੱਕ ਐਸਟੈਬਲਿਸ਼ ਟੀਮ ਹੈਗੀ, ਆਪ ਵੀ 40 ਟ੍ਰਾਂਜੈਕਸ਼ਨ ਕਰ ਚੁੱਕੇ ਹੈਗੇ ਆ। ਔਰ ਬੜੇ ਸਾਰੇ ਤੁਹਾਡੇ ਤੇ ਮੇਰੇ ਵਰਗੇ ਜਿੰਨੇ ਵੀ ਇੱਕ ਆਮ ਬੰਦੇ ਅਸੀਂ ਉਸ ਤਰੀਕੇ ਨਾਲ ਸੋਚਦੇ ਹੈਗੇ ਆ, ਉਹਨਾਂ ਦੇ ਲਈ ਇੱਕ ਰੋਲ ਮਾਡਲ ਇੰਡਸਟਰੀ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਬਣ ਕੇ ਖੜੇ ਹੈਗੇ ਆ। ਜਿਹੜੇ ਰੀਅਲਟਰ ਹੈਗੇ ਜਿਹੜੇ ਇਹ ਸੋਚਦੇ ਕਿ ਯਾਰ 4-5 ਸਾਲ ਮੈਨੂੰ ਹੋਏ ਹੈਗੇ, ਮੈਂ ਤਾਂ ਸਿਰਫ 2-4-5 ਟ੍ਰਾਂਜੈਕਸ਼ਨ ਹੀ ਕਰ ਰਿਹਾ ਹੈਗਾ, ਉਹਨਾਂ ਦੇ ਲਈ ਇੱਕ ਇਨਸਪੀਰੇਸ਼ਨ ਹੈਗੀ ਇਹ ਸਟੋਰੀ। ਇਸ ਸਾਰੀ ਚੈਲੰਜਸ ਨੂੰ ਜਿਹੜਾ ਇੱਕ ਪਿੱਛੇ ਛੱਡ ਕੇ ਔਰ ਆਪਣੇ ਆਪ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਇੱਕ ਸਕਸੈਸ ਕ੍ਰੀਏਟ ਕਰਨਾ। ਔਰ ਅੱਜ ਬੜੇ ਸਾਰੇ ਰੀਅਲਟਰ ਜਿਹੜੇ ਹੈਗੇ ਆ ਜਿਹੜੇ ਕਿ ਰੋਜ਼ੀ ਭਾਜੀ ਦੀ ਸਕਸੈਸ ਤੋਂ ਸਿੱਖਣਾ ਚਾਹੁੰਦੇ ਆ, ਮੈਂ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਜ਼ਰੂਰ ਇਹ ਰਿਕਮੈਂਡ ਕਰਾਂਗਾ ਕਿ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਰੋਜ਼ੀ ਭਾਜੀ ਦੇ ਨਾਲ ਕੰਟੈਕਟ ਕਰੋ, ਰਾਜ ਜੀ ਦੇ ਨਾਲ ਕੰਟੈਕਟ ਕਰੋ, ਔਰ ਇਵਨ ਕੰਟੈਕਟ ਤਾਨੀਆ। She will tell you how you can become successful in real estate because she is an inspiring role model and she will be emerging herself as a team leader in next 2 to 3 years. Just imagine, Tania, there are people in the industry who are almost like 10 years in the business and they are just thinking like a realtor. Whereas I always admire Raj, who took the next step and he started working and building up a team for himself. And I can see, the glow in his eyes now. Of course, glow on the head is always there. that is a big asset which we have. So Raji ਆਪਣੇ ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਨਾ ਕਿ ਜਦੋਂ ਵਾਲ ਕੱਟਣ ਲੱਗੇ ਤਾਂ ਮਤਲਬ ਪੈਸੇ ਵਧਣ ਲੱਗੇ
ਹੋ ਗਿਆ ਬੰਦਾ। That's the growth, Ramanji. That's the thing. That's the Rosie Paji story is is amazing, and that's what we're talking about, the growth in the system, which is not available out there.
Yes.
And I think this is the one something people gotta look into it. And are they gonna be a realtor for the rest of their life, or I want to be somewhere for 5 to 10 years where you could be on in charge for something.
Absolutely. So ਇੱਕ ਬੜਾ ਇੰਪੋਰਟੈਂਟ ਮੈਸੇਜ ਹੈਗਾ ਜਿੰਨੇ ਵੀ ਰੀਅਲਟਰਸ ਲਈ, ਜਿਹੜਾ ਰਾਜ ਨੇ ਇੱਕ ਬੜੀ ਅੱਛੀ ਗੱਲ ਕਹੀ ਹੈ। ਰਾਜ ਟਾਕਡ ਅਬਾਊਟ ਗਰੋਥ। ਰਾਜ, not many people don't understand the value of growth. ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਲੱਗਦਾ ਹੈਗਾ ਕਿ ਅੱਛਾ ਜੀ ਅਸੀਂ 20 ਟ੍ਰਾਂਜੈਕਸ਼ਨ ਤੋਂ 25 ਕਰ ਲਈਆਂ ਤੇ ਅਸੀਂ ਗਰੋ ਹੋ ਗਏ। That is not the growth in real senses. You're not building up a system. Tania, I'm pretty sure when you go to the college, you as a youngster understand the value of building up a system. Somebody built up Microsoft, and just imagine when you built a system, couple of your generations are taken care.
Yeah.
Now Bill Gates has not to worry about what his kids are going to do. Right?
Yeah, for sure.
Same way, if Tania built up a system in her young age, just imagine your next generation, how comfortable they are going to be. Right? Rosie bhai, ਤੁਸੀਂ ਇੱਕ ਬੜੀ ਇੰਪੋਰਟੈਂਟ ਗੱਲ ਕਹੀ ਹੈ ਜੀ, ਮੈਂ 40 ਟ੍ਰਾਂਜੈਕਸ਼ਨ ਕੀਤੀਆਂ ਹੈਗੀਆਂ, ਰਾਈਟ? ਮੈਂ ਸੇਵਮੈਕਸ ਦੇ ਸਿਸਟਮ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਕੰਮ ਕੀਤਾ ਹੈਗਾ। ਬੜੇ ਸਾਰੇ ਲੋਕੀ ਸੋਚਦੇ ਯਾਰ ਮੈਂ ਤਾਂ 10 ਹੀ ਕਰਨੀਆਂ ਸੀਗੀਆਂ, ਰਾਈਟ? ਐਗਜ਼ੈਕਟਲੀ। ਅੱਛਾ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਇਹ ਦੇਖੋ ਬਈ, ਅਗਰ ਤੁਸੀਂ 10 ਹੀ ਟ੍ਰਾਂਜੈਕਸ਼ਨ ਕਰਨ ਦੀ ਸੋਚੋਗੇ, ਅਗਰ ਉਹ ਬਾਈ ਚਾਂਸ 10 ਨਹੀਂ ਹੋਈਆਂ ਤਾਂ ਤੇ ਫੇਲ ਹੋਣ ਦੇ ਚਾਂਸ ਕਿੰਨੇ ਹੈਗੇ? ਦੂਜੀ ਗੱਲ, ਹੁਣ ਤੁਸੀਂ 40 ਟ੍ਰਾਂਜੈਕਸ਼ਨ ਕੀਤੀਆਂ ਹੈਗੀਆਂ, ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ 40 ਬੰਦਿਆਂ ਤੋਂ ਰੈਫਰੈਂਸ ਆਉਣ ਦੇ ਚਾਂਸਸ ਹੈ।
ਉਹੀ ਮੈਂ ਅੱਗੋਂ ਗੱਲ ਕਰਨਾ ਸ਼ੁਰੂ ਕਰਨਾ ਚਾਹੁੰਦਾ ਸੀਗਾ।
ਠੀਕ ਹੈ।
So main thing is this ਕਿ ਅਸੀਂ ਕੰਮ ਕਿੱਦਾਂ ਕਰਾਂਗੇ, ਰੀਅਲ ਏਸਟੇਟ ਕਿੱਦਾਂ ਕਰਾਂਗੇ। ਰੀਅਲ ਏਸਟੇਟ ਜਿਹੜਾ ਹੈਗਾ ਉਹਦੇ ਸਿਰਫ ਇੱਕ ਚੀਜ਼ ਨਾਲ ਕੰਮ ਨਹੀਂ ਹੋ ਸਕਦਾ। ਰੀਅਲ ਏਸਟੇਟ ਪੂਰਾ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਲੈ ਕੇ ਚੱਲਣਾ ਪੈਂਦਾ, ਹਰ ਚੀਜ਼, ਪੂਰੇ ਸਿਸਟਮ ਨੂੰ, ਹਰ ਚੀਜ਼ ਨੂੰ। ਹੁਣ ਜੇ ਅਸੀਂ ਕੰਮ ਕਰਦੇ, ਕੰਮ ਕਰਨ ਵੇਲੇ ਅਸੀਂ ਜੇ ਕਿਸੇ ਕਲਾਇੰਟਸ ਨਾਲ ਮਿਲਣਾ ਜਾਂ ਕਿਸੇ ਨਾਲ ਮਿਲਣਾ, ਤੁਹਾਡੇ ਕੋਲ ਐਡ ਔਨ ਪਾਵਰਸ ਨਾਲ ਨੇ, ਸਾਰਾ ਕੁਝ ਐਡ ਔਨ ਹੈਗਾ ਤੁਹਾਡੇ ਕੋਲ। ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ ਜੇ ਕਿਸੇ ਮੌਰਗੇਜ ਦੀ ਪ੍ਰੋਬਲਮ ਹੈ, ਦੈਨ ਵੀ ਕੈਨ ਟੇਕ ਕੇਅਰ ਆਫ। ਉਸ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਅਗਰ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਕਿਸੇ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਅੱਜ ਇਕੱਲੇ ਹੈਗੇ ਹੋ, ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ ਕੋਈ ਪ੍ਰੋਬਲਮਸ ਆ ਗਈਆਂ, ਤੁਹਾਡੇ ਲਈ ਕੋਈ ਹੈਲਪ ਕਰਨ ਲਈ ਬੰਦਾ ਨਹੀਂ ਹੁੰਦਾ। ਹੁਣ ਸੇਵਮੈਕਸ ਦਾ ਸਭ ਤੋਂ ਵੱਡੀ ਚੀਜ਼ ਕੀ ਹੈਗੀ ਹੈ? ਸਭ ਤੋਂ ਪਹਿਲੇ ਪੋਜ਼ਿਟਿਵਿਟੀ। ਅਗਰ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਪੋਜ਼ਿਟਿਵ ਹੈਗੇ ਹੋ ਤਾਂ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਕੁਝ ਵੀ ਕਰ ਸਕਦੇ ਹੋ। ਮੇਨ ਥਿੰਗ ਇਸ ਦਿਸ, ਅਗਰ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਇਕੱਲੇ ਕੰਮ ਕਰ ਰਹੇ ਹੋ ਕਿਧਰੇ, ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ ਕੋਈ ਸਮਝਾਉਣ ਵਾਲਾ ਨਹੀਂ ਹੈਗਾ, ਤੁਸੀਂ ਡੀਰੇਲ ਹੋ ਜਾਓਗੇ, ਤੁਸੀਂ ਆਪਣੀ ਲਾਈਨ ਤੋਂ ਹਟ ਜਾਓ। ਬਟ ਅਗਰ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਇਨ ਲਾਈਨ ਚੱਲ ਰਹੇ ਹੈਗੇ ਹੋ, ਤੁਸੀਂ ਇੱਕ ਕੇਸ ਕੀਤਾ, 2 ਕੀਤੇ, 4 ਕੀਤੇ, 5ਵੇਂ ਕੇਸ 'ਚ ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ ਕੋਈ ਪ੍ਰੋਬਲਮ ਆ ਗਈ ਹੈ, ਤਾਂ ਦੇयर ਇਜ਼ ਸਮਵਨ ਫॉर ਯੂ देयर। ਉਹ ਤੁਹਾਡੀ ਹੈਲਪ ਕਰਦਾ ਹੈਗਾ, ਜਿਸ ਦੇ ਨਾਲ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਗਰੋ ਕਰਦੇ ਹੋ। ਗਰੋ ਕਿੱਦਾਂ ਕਰੋਗੇ? ਜਦੋਂ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਇਕੱਠੇ ਹੋ ਕੇ ਚੱਲ ਰਹੇ ਹੋ, ਐਡ ਆਨ ਹੈ ਤੁਹਾਡੇ ਨਾਲ, ਲੋਕ ਤੁਹਾਡੀ ਹੈਲਪ ਕਰ ਰਹੇ ਨੇ, ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ ਨਾਲ ਕਈ ਚੀਜ਼ਾਂ ਨਾਲ ਹੈਲਪ ਕਰਕੇ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਬਹੁਤ ਅੱਛੇ ਲੈਵਲ ਤੇ ਪਹੁੰਚ ਕੇ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਆਪਣਾ ਕੰਮ ਸ਼ੁਰੂ ਕਰ ਸਕਦੇ ਹੋ। ਇਹ ਚੀਜ਼ ਮੇਨ ਹੈ।
ਰੋਜੀ ਭਾਜੀ ਇੱਕ ਗੱਲ ਹੋਰ ਪੁੱਛਦਾ ਮੈਂ ਤੁਹਾਡੇ ਕੋਲੋਂ, ਕਈ ਵਾਰ ਨਾ ਬੜੇ ਸਾਰੇ ਮਿਥਸ ਹੈਗੇ ਮਾਰਕੀਟ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਸ਼ੇਅਰ ਮੈਕਸ ਬਾਰੇ ਕਿ ਜੀ ਬੜੀ ਵਾਰੀ ਨਾ ਲੋਕੀ ਕੰਟਰੈਕਟ ਦੀ ਗੱਲ ਕਰਦੇ ਹੈਗੇ ਕਿ ਜੀ ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ ਅੱਜ ਤੱਕ ਕਦੇ ਪ੍ਰੋਬਲਮ ਹੋਈ ਹੈ ਕੋਈ ਕੰਟਰੈਕਟ ਦੀ?
ਕੰਟਰੈਕਟ ਪ੍ਰੋਬਲਮ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਹੁੰਦੀ ਹੈ ਜਿਹੜੇ ਮਨ 'ਚ ਕੋਈ ਇਫ ਬਟਸ ਲੈ ਕੇ ਆਉਂਦੇ।
ਯੈਸ,
ਜੇ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਮੇਨ ਚੀਜ਼ ਇਹ ਹੈ ਜੇ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਪੋਜ਼ਿਟਿਵਿਟੀ ਨਾਲ ਕਿੱਥੇ ਕੰਮ ਕਰ ਰਹੇ ਹੋ, ਜੇ ਤੁਹਾਡੇ ਮਨ 'ਚ ਦੂਸਰੀ ਚੀਜ਼ਾਂ ਹੈਗੀਆਂ ਨੇ, ਤੁਸੀਂ ਉਹ ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਵੀ ਦੋ ਨਾਵਾਂ ਸਵਾਰ ਨਹੀਂ ਹੋਣਾ ਚਾਹੀਦਾ। ਜੇ ਇੱਕ ਨਾਵੇਂ ਸਵਾਰ ਹੋ ਕੇ ਕਨਸੈਂਟਰੇਟ ਹੋ ਕੇ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਕੰਮ ਕਰੋਗੇ ਤਾਂ ਤੁਹਾਡੇ ਮਨ 'ਚ ਉਹ ਚੀਜ਼ਾਂ ਆਣਗੀਆਂ ਨਹੀਂ। ਕੰਟਰੈਕਟ ਬਾਰੇ ਸਾਨੂੰ ਕਦੇ ਕੁਝ ਪਤਾ ਹੀ ਨਹੀਂ ਹੈਗਾ, ਨਾ ਸਾਨੂੰ ਕਦੇ ਕੁਝ ਲੱਗਿਆ ਕਿ ਕੰਟਰੈਕਟ ਕੀ ਹੁੰਦਾ ਹੈ। ਆਈ ਡੋਂਟ ਨੋ ਵਾਟ ਇਜ਼ ਕੰਟਰੈਕਟ ਬੇਸਿਕਲੀ, ਕਿਉਂਕਿ ਮੈਨੂੰ ਸੇਮ ਐਟ ਦ ਟਰਸਟ ਹੈ, ਮੈਂ ਮਿਸਟਰ ਰਮਨ ਤੇ ਟਰਸਟ ਹੈ। ਸੋ ਵਾਟ ਇਜ਼ ਦ ਪ੍ਰੋਬਲਮ ਇਨ दैट? आई एम डूइंग माय वर्क वेरी पॉजिटिवली, मैं ग्रो कर ਰਿਹਾ ਐਵਰੀ ਈਅਰ ਤੇ ਮੈਂ ਇਹ ਦੇਖਦਾ ਵੀ ਮੇਰੇ ਟੀਮਮੇਟਸ ਜਿਹੜੇ ਨੇ ਉਹ ਵੀ ਗਰੋ ਕਰ ਰਹੇ ਨੇ। ਵਾਟ ਐਲਸ ਯੂ ਵਾਂਟ? ਤੁਸੀਂ ਇੱਥੇ ਕਿਸ ਲਈ ਆਏ ਹੋ ਕੰਟਰੀ? ਇਸ ਕੰਟਰੀ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਆਪਣੇ ਆਪ ਨੂੰ ਗਰੋ ਕਰਨ ਆਏ ਹੋ। ਅਗਰ ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ ਗਰੋ ਮਿਲ ਰਿਹਾ ਹੈ, ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ ਇੱਕ ਐਸੀ ਜਗ੍ਹਾ ਮਿਲਦੀ ਹੈ ਕਿ ਕਿਉਂਕਿ ਰੀਅਲ ਏਸਟੇਟ ਜਿਹੜਾ ਦੈਟ ਇਜ਼ ਨਾਟ ਫॉर 12 ਮੰਥਸ। ਤੁਸੀਂ 12 ਮਹੀਨੇ ਕੰਮ ਨਹੀਂ ਹੈਗਾ ਰੀਅਲ ਏਸਟੇਟ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ। ਤੁਸੀਂ ਇਕੱਲੇ ਕੰਮ ਕਰ ਰਹੇ ਹੋ। ਆਫਟਰ 2-3 ਮੰਥਸ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਬਹੁਤ ਅੱਛੀ ਡੀਲਸ ਕਰ 2-3-4-5 ਡੀਲਸ ਕਰਨੀਆਂ। 2 ਮਹੀਨੇ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਖਾਲੀ ਹੋ। ਉਹ 2 ਮਹੀਨੇ ਜਿਹੜੇ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਖਾਲੀ ਹੋ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਫਰਸਟ੍ਰੇਟ ਹੋ ਜਾਓਗੇ। ਤੁਸੀਂ ਬਿਲਕੁਲ ਉਸ ਲਾਈਨ ਲੱਗੋਗੇ, ਨੋ ਯਾਰ ਆਈ ਐਮ ਵੈਰੀ ਫੈਡ ਅਪ। ਇਹ ਚੀਜ਼ ਜਦੋਂ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਸੇਮ ਮੈਕਸ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਐਂਟਰ ਕਰਦੇ ਹੋ, ਜਿਸ ਵੇਲੇ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਲਿਫਟ ਤੋਂ ਆ ਕੇ ਸੇਮ ਮੈਕਸ ਦੇ ਆਫਿਸ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਆ ਜਾਂਦੇ ਹੋ, ਤੁਸੀਂ ਦੇਖਦੇ ਹੋ ਉਹ ਵੀ ਕੰਮ ਕਰ ਰਹੇ, ਉਹ ਵੀ ਕੰਮ ਕਰ ਰਹੇ। ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ ਇਤਨੀ ਨੌਲੇਜ ਇੱਥੇ ਮਿਲਦੀ ਹੈ, ਪ੍ਰੀ ਕੰਸਟਰਕਸ਼ਨ ਦੀ ਨੌਲੇਜ ਮਿਲਦੀ ਹੈ। ਹਰ ਬੰਦਾ ਰੀਅਲ ਏਸਟੇਟ ਦੀ ਗੱਲ ਕਰ ਰਿਹਾ ਹੈਗਾ, ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ ਉਹਦੇ ਵਿੱਚੋਂ ਬਹੁਤ ਚੀਜ਼ਾਂ ਮਿਲਦੀਆਂ। ਉਸ ਦੇ ਨਾਲ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਬੂਸਟ ਅਪ ਹੋ ਜਾਂਦੇ ਹੋ, ਵਾਰਮ ਅਪ ਹੋ ਜਾਂਦੇ ਹੋ। ਜਦੋਂ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਬਾਡੀ ਵਾਰਮ ਅਪ ਹੋ ਜਾਂਦੀ ਹੈ, ਪੋਜ਼ਿਟਿਵਿਟੀ ਹੈ ਤੁਹਾਡੇ ਨਾਲ, ਤੁਸੀਂ ਫਿਰ ਕਿਉਂਕਿ ਤੁਹਾਡੇ ਫਿਰ ਪੋਜ਼ਿਟਿਵ ਮਾਈਂਡ ਜਦੋਂ ਹੈਗਾ ਉਹ ਬਹੁਤ ਚੀਜ਼ਾਂ ਕ੍ਰੀਏਟ ਕਰਦਾ। ਜੇ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਨੈਗੇਟਿਵਿਟੀ ਫਿਰ ਤੁਹਾਡੇ ਮਾਈਂਡ ਆ ਕੇ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਸੋਚ ਵੀ ਨਹੀਂ ਪਾਓਗੇ, ਸੋਚ ਨਹੀਂ ਪਾਓਗੇ, ਉਹ ਗਲਤ ਪਾਸੇ ਹੋ ਜਾਓਗੇ। ਸੋ ਦਿਸ ਇਜ਼ ਮੇਨ ਪੋਜ਼ਿਟਿਵਿਟੀ। ਜਦੋਂ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਐਂਟਰ ਕਰ ਜਾਂਦੇ ਹੋ, ਯੂ ਦੇਖਦੇ ਹੋ ਕਿ ਤੁਹਾਡੇ ਨਾਲ ਵਾਲੇ ਬੰਦੇ ਵੀ ਕੰਮ ਕਰ ਰਹੇ ਨੇ, ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ ਕੋਈ ਚੀਜ਼ ਦਾ ਜਵਾਬ ਨਹੀਂ ਮਿਲ ਰਿਹਾ, ਤੁਸੀਂ ਬੈਠ ਵੀ ਜਾਂਦੇ ਹੋ ਕਿਧਰੇ, ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ ਉਸ ਗੱਲ ਦਾ ਜਵਾਬ ਮਿਲ ਜਾਂਦਾ, ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ ਪੁੱਛਣ ਦੀ ਲੋੜ ਨਹੀਂ ਪੈਂਦੀ। ਕਿਉਂਕਿ ਇਤਨੇ ਟ੍ਰਾਂਜੈਕਸ਼ਨਸ ਹੈ ਐਵਰੀ ਡੇ, ਵੀ ਆਰ ਡੂਇੰਗ ਮਿਨੀਮਮ 40 to 50 ਟ੍ਰਾਂਜੈਕਸ਼ਨ ਇਨ ਅ ਡੇ। ਤੁਸੀਂ ਉਹ 50 ਚੀਜ਼ਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਰੋਜ਼ ਦੇਖਦੇ ਹੋ। ਬ੍ਰੋਕਰ ਆਫ ਰੈਕੋਰਡ ਤੁਹਾਡੇ ਲਈ ਰਾਈਟ ਅਵੇ ਅਵੇਲੇਬਲ ਹੈ ਐਵਰੀ ਪੁਆਇੰਟ ਆਫ ਟਾਈਮ। ਰਾਤ ਨੂੰ 11 ਵਜੇ ਕਾਲ ਕਰਨੀ ਹੈ, ਹੀ ਇਜ਼ ਅਵੇਲੇਬਲ, ਰਾਈਟ? ਸੋ ਇਹ ਚੀਜ਼ਾਂ ਹੈ ਜਿਹੜੀ ਕਿ ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ ਗਰੋ ਕਰਦੀ ਹੈ। ਮੇਨ ਚੀਜ਼ ਹੈ ਗਰੋਇੰਗ। ਅਗਰ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਗਰੋ ਕਰਨਾ ਚਾਹੁੰਦੇ ਹੋ, ਜਸਟ ਕਮ ਟੂ ਮਾਈ ਆਫਿਸ, ਇੱਕ ਵਾਰੀ ਆ ਜਾਓ, ਕੋਈ ਪੈਸਾ ਨਹੀਂ ਲੱਗਣਾ। ਟਾਈਮ ਇਜ਼ ਮਨੀ, I am giving you my time, my money. Mr. Raman is available there. Just come. ਲੋਕਾਂ ਦੀ ਗੱਲ ਤੇ ਨਾ ਜਾਓ। ਸਕਸੈਸ ਕਦੋਂ ਹੁੰਦੀ ਹੈ ਯੂ نو? ਜਦੋਂ ਤੁਹਾਡੇ ਪਿੱਛੇ ਲੋਕ ਗੱਲ ਕਰਨੀ ਸ਼ੁਰੂ ਕਰ ਦਿੰਦੇ ਨੇ, ਤੁਸੀਂ ਸਮਝੋ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਸਕਸੈਸ ਦੀ ਸੀੜੀ ਤੇ ਚੜ ਚੁੱਕੇ ਹੋ। ਸੋ ਸੇਮ ਮੈਕਸ ਬਾਰੇ ਅਗਰ ਲੋਕ ਗੱਲ ਕਰਦੇ ਨੇ ਕਿ ਉਹ ਕਿਸ ਕਰਕੇ ਕਰਦੇ ਨੇ, ਕਿਉਂਕਿ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਕੋਲ ਸਾਡੇ ਅੱਗੇ ਜੋ ਗੱਲ ਕਰਨ ਲਈ ਜਵਾਬ ਕੁਝ ਹੈ ਨਹੀਂ। ਸਾਡੇ ਕੋਲ ਹਰ ਚੀਜ਼ ਦਾ ਆਨਸਰ ਹੈ। ਉਹ ਸਾਡੇ ਕੋਲ ਪੁੱਛਣਾ ਹੀ ਚਾਹੁੰਦੇ, ਸਾਡੇ ਪਿੱਛੋਂ ਗੱਲ ਕਰਦੇ ਨੇ। ਬਟ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਇੱਥੇ ਆਓ, ਸਿਟ ਵਿਦ ਅਸ, ਸਾਡੇ ਨਾਲ ਸਾਰੀ ਗੱਲ ਕਰੋ, ਦੈਨ ਯੂ نو what is same max। ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਇਹ ਤਾਂ ਲੱਗਦਾ ਵੀ ਹਰ ਬੰਦਾ, ਜਿਹੜਾ ਬੰਦਾ ਇੱਥੇ ਜਾਂਦਾ, ਨਵਾਂ ਬੱਚਾ 20,000 ਦੀ ਜੌਬ ਕਰ ਰਿਹਾ ਸੀ, 20 ਕੇਸ ਕਰ ਗਿਆ। ਸਰ देयर इज समथिंग, उसको एक्सप्लोर करो, एक बार आके चेक करो इसनो, then we'll sit and talk। then अगर तो ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ ਚੰਗਾ ਲੱਗਦਾ you can join, अगर नहीं चंगा लगता you have other options also। but my advice is to you guys, एक बार ਜੇ ਇੱਥੇ ਆ ਜਾਓਗੇ तो you feel good, वापस ਜਾਣ ਦਾ ਦਿਲ ਨਹੀਂ ਕਰੇਗਾ। ਮੈਂ ਹਮੇਸ਼ਾ ਬੋਲਦਾ। yes sir।
Yeah. You made such a great point about saying about the broker record being available and such.
Every time.
It's so true. You need that support. You don't. It's so reassuring, especially for myself as a newer agent. So reassuring to know if I, for instance, have a confusion or something, I have someone there who I can ask questions to, and that's the same. That's if just imagine if we do that for our agents, how do we react with that for our clients, right? That availability, the mentorship, the advice, it's there for everybody. And that's exactly what you need. You need someone there on your side, playing on your team, that's knowledgeable, that knows that they're there for you, to support you. So yeah, that was a very good point.
And Tania, I think you very nicely put that point forward. It is very, very important, not only for a new realtor. I always say, sometimes what happens is people think, oh, you know what, I am in the business from last 5 years, now I don't need any guidance. Every single deal is a new story, right? Sometimes with the right piece of advice, you can put yourself into the right direction, and that can actually change the direction of that particular deal. So अगर आपकी 2, 4, 5, 10 डील एक्स्ट्रा हो जाती हैं उस सपोर्ट सिस्टम से, that is what the real value of a support system is. Tanya, real estate industry, it happens many times. Everybody talks about, oh, we have a training. Everybody talks about, oh, we have a support system and all that stuff. But majority of the time, in real sense, it is missing.
Yeah.
What do you think about the training system? Did you attended a full-time training session at SaveMax where our training manager, she was guiding, telling all the single topic, everything was touched, and there was a full day session on every single topic. What's your feedback onto that training system?
I gotta say that there is no other training session like it. What you learn in I don't even remember how long it was, but what you learn in these training sessions are skills not only you can use in real estate, but you can use in your day-to-day life with just communicating with people. There's so much value in how much we learned in those trainings, even down to just talking with people, negotiations. It's not just like the forms that we do and how to secure a deal, but it's making the personal connection, understanding what our clients are looking for, what they want, and those skills and those values and that thinking that was brought through that training. I am so grateful to have attended those and had that learning opportunity.
Raji, आप एक franchisee, you run a franchisee over there in Georgetown, and you are adding team members to your team as well. So आपके like all those team members जब वो आके एक head office के अंदर training करते हैं, full मतलब उसका पूरा एक grooming session होके उनका जाता है. And Tania rightly said, it is not about only the real estate. I think it actually groom a person as an individual itself, right? And so professionally and personally. And of course, if you are groomed right way, professionally and personally, your financial grooming is automatically going to be taken care of.
Very true, very true.
Right?
Yes.
So, Tania, I always believed in a different kind of success in my life. Many time people measure the success with money. People measure the success with the kind of assets they have, collected in their life. Whereas my definition of success is how many people we have created success for. और ये जैसे ना एक होता है कि हमारी हर फैमिलीज के अंदर कि जिस तरह का फैमिली में एक आप कह ले कि जो एक फैमिली का हेड होता है, जो उसकी सोच होती है वही की वही सोच आगे फैमिली में कैरी करती जाती है. सो आई थिंक जब हमने एक सोच के साथ एक थॉट प्रोसेस के साथ सेव मैक्स को शुरू किया तो उस टाइम पे एक सिंपल सा थॉट प्रोसेस क्या था कि वी हैव टू हेल्प as many people as we can. Either they are our clients, so that is why we launched the 999 model, or they are our realtors. That is why we launched that partnership model, right? फिर जब हमने ये देखा कि अच्छा मार्केट की ना नीड कुछ डिफरेंट भी है. There are lot many people who are stuck up into their levels. They are realtors from last 10 years, 12 years, but they are not able to think the next level. That is why we brought up the franchisee system. Can we offer something to them which actually take care of their challenges? अब उसमें सबसे बड़ा चैलेंज क्या था रियल्टर को? Why they were not able to grow? क्योंकि उनको होता था कि मेरा एडमिन पार्ट कौन टेक केयर करेगा, मेरा जो है फाइलिंग को कौन टेक केयर करेगा, रिको की इंस्पेक्शन होनी है उसको कौन टेक केयर करेगा, मेरे ट्रस्ट अकाउंट्स को कौन मैनेज करेगा. So we put our brain behind and we put that system as a backup for them, जिसमें कि आम रियल्टर को भी हिम्मत हो गई कि अच्छा ये सारी चीजें अगर मेरी टेक केयर हो गई हैं तो मैं बड़े आराम से फ्रेंचाइजी खोल सकता हूं, अपनी टीम डेवलप कर सकता हूं, and I can go next level in my business. And that is what Rosie is doing, that is what Raj is doing, and that is what I see Tania will be doing in coming 2 to 3 years. Tania, I know Raj is already talking to me about opening up another franchisee, and he wants you to be a leader over there.
Yes, I know. I've heard. It's exciting. It's very exciting to know that's where our goals are and that's where it lies. And I'm very overwhelmed, but also very invested into making that a possibility.
And Tania, I always look towards young people like you as my role model, as my mentors, because you guys have something amazing. You guys have something different than us. And that is what makes you people as the real leader of the industry, as the real leader in this world. And I see so many of young girls, like there are a couple of, they are in politics, they are member of parliaments, they are MPPs, member of provincial parliaments, they are leader in the business world. So, I see Shreya. She's an emerging leader. She raised $50,000 within 2 days on her birthday to support healthcare and these frontline workers.
Yep.
So these are some amazing stories, which gives me personally a lot of inspiration. And I thank you guys for being what you are. The best part is I love your honest approach towards the life, and you guys are always there to help the system to become better and better every single day. And I want you to be a flag bearer in the real estate industry as a role model for many of the youngsters who want to come and join real estate as their professional career.
I would honestly love that. It is so wonderful to know that I can grow, have an opportunity to grow, to become such a role model to many different individuals and have them look up to me and eventually gain a marvelous amount of experience from my mentors and pass that down to them.
Very good. I love your approach. Rosie Baji?
I want to say one thing about the market. So, market which बहुत लोगों ने license ले हुए. They are paying repo fees each and everything. But my advice to them, अगर ਤੁਹਾਡੇ ਕੋਲੋਂ थोड़ा भी time, शाम ਨੂੰ part time ਹੁੰਦਾ है, कुछ भी ਹੁੰਦਾ, if you are doing jobs, come to us. अगर ਤੁਹਾਡੇ ਕੋਲ license हैगा, ਤੁਹਾਡੇ ਕੋਲੋਂ थोड़ा ਜਿਹਾ भी skill है, ਗੱਲ ਕਰੋ, ਸਿਰਫ ਗੱਲ ਕਰਨੀ ਜਾਣਦੇ ਹੋ, ਕੁਝ ਵੀ ਕਰਨਾ ਜਾਣਦੇ ਹੋ, please come to us. That is my promise to you. ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ ਮੈਂ 5 ਤੋਂ 10 ਕੇਸ ਤੁਹਾਡੇ ਮੈਂ 1 ਸਾਲ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਤੁਹਾਡੀ ਮੈਂ ਗਾਰੰਟੀ ਦੇਣਾ ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ। ਉਹ ਮੈਂ ਗਾਰੰਟੀ ਦੇ ਰਿਹਾ ਕਿਸ ਕਰਕੇ, ਕਿਸੇ ਕਾਰਨ ਦੇ ਰਿਹਾ, ਕਿਉਂਕਿ ਵੀ ਨੋ ਬੰਦਿਆਂ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਪੋਟੈਂਸ਼ੀਅਲ ਹੈਗਾ, ਬਟ ਦੇ ਡੋਨਟ ਨੋ ਉਸ ਨੂੰ ਐਕਸਪਲੋਰ ਕਿੱਦਾਂ ਕਰਨਾ। They have their license, they have time, they want to do something, but they don't have space. We can create space for you guys. ਉਸ space ਤੇ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਆ ਜਾਓਗੇ, ਤੁਸੀਂ ਪਿਛਲੇ 5 ਸਾਲਾਂ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਜੋ ਕੀਤਾ ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ ਮੈਂ 1 ਸਾਲ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਕਰਨ ਦੀ ਗਾਰੰਟੀ ਦੇਣਾ। ਤੇ ਜਿਹੜੇ ਨਵੇਂ ਬੱਚੇ ਹੈਗੇ ਨੇ, ਮੈਂ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨਾਲ ਪ੍ਰੋਮਿਸ ਕਰਦਾ, ਰਮਨ ਦੇ ਆਫਿਸ ਵਿੱਚ ਬੈਠ ਕੇ ਗੱਲ ਕਰ ਰਿਹਾ ਤੁਹਾਡੇ ਨਾਲ, ਇੱਕ ਆਥੈਂਟਿਕ ਜਗ੍ਹਾ ਤੇ ਬੈਠ ਕੇ ਗੱਲ ਕਰ ਰਿਹਾ। Just come to us, sit with us for 5 to 6 days. देखो, ज्वाइन करने की जरूरत नहीं है, जस्ट एक बार चेक करो, इफ यू फील गुड, ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ ਲੱਗਦਾ है, then please come to us. ਉਸ ਤੋਂ ਬਾਅਦ you feel good, अगर ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ ਚੰਗਾ ਲੱਗਦਾ ਤੁਸੀਂ join ਕਰੋ, if you don't feel good, you can go. Clear message to you all guys.
Very well said.
And one other thing, ਕਈ ਬੱਚੇ ਹੈਗੇ ਨੇ, they want to join, but they don't know license ਕਿੱਦਾਂ ਲੈਣਾ ਹੈ, ਕੀ ਕਰਨਾ ਹੈਗਾ, come to us, we let you know. ਕੀ ਸਟੈਪਸ ਹੈਗੇ, ਸਾਈਮਲਟੇਨੀਅਸਲੀ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਅਭੀ ਜੌਬਸ ਕਰੋ, ਅਪਣਾਓ ਕਰੋ, ਸਾਈਮਲਟੇਨੀਅਸਲੀ ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ ਉਸ ਦੇ ਬਾਰੇ ਨੌਲੇਜ, ਰੀਅਲ ਏਸਟੇਟ ਦੀ ਨੌਲੇਜ ਵੀ ਦੇਵਾਂਗੇ ਕਿ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਇਹਨੂੰ ਕਿੱਦਾਂ ਕਰ ਸਕਦੇ ਹੋ, ਕਿੱਦਾਂ ਜੁਆਇਨ ਕਰ ਸਕਦੇ ਹੋ, ਕਿੱਦਾਂ ਕੀ ਕਰਨਾ ਹੈ। ਸੋ ਦਿਸ ਇਜ਼ ਗੁੱਡ ਫॉर ਯੂ। ਬਸ ਦੋ ਚੀਜ਼ਾਂ, ਕਿਸੇ ਕੋਲ ਲਾਇਸੈਂਸ ਹੈ, ਸ਼ਾਮ ਨੂੰ ਟਾਈਮ ਹੈ, ਕਿਸੇ ਵੇਲੇ ਵੀ ਟਾਈਮ ਹੈ, ਕਮ ਟੂ ਅਸ। ਮੇਰੇ ਕੋਲ ਆ ਸਕਦੇ ਹੋ, ਮਿਸਟਰ ਰਮਨ ਹੈ, ਸਚਿਨ ਹੈ, ਲਲਿਤ ਹੈ, ਕਿਸੇ ਕੋਲ ਵੀ ਜਾ ਸਕਦੇ ਹੋ। ਜਿਹੜੇ ਬੱਚੇ ਨੇ, ਕਿਉਂਕਿ ਬੱਚੇ ਫਿਊਚਰ ਹੋ, and you know better, ਸਾਡੇ ਤੋਂ ਅੱਛੀ ਰੀਅਲ ਏਸਟੇਟ ਕਰੋਗੇ, that is my promise to you guys. ਕਿਉਂਕਿ ਤੁਹਾਡੇ ਕੋਲ ਜਿਹੜੀ ਚੀਜ਼ਾਂ ਦੀ ਪਕੜ ਹੈ ਉਹ ਸਾਡੇ ਕੋਲ ਨਹੀਂ ਹੈਗੀ, ਜੋ ਟੈਕਨੋਲੋਜੀ, ਜੋ ਚੀਜ਼ ਤੁਹਾਡੇ ਕੋਲ ਹੈਗੀ, we don't have, but ਇਸ ਕੰਪਨੀ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਜੋ ਚੀਜ਼ ਹੈਗੀ ਹੈ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਉਸ ਦੇ ਨਾਲ ਐਡ ਆਨ ਕਰਕੇ you can do wonders. Right, thank you.
Yeah, and Tania, I think Rosie has given a very strong message, and this is what I always talk about and I always admire. I am in the process of building a team of youngsters who can actually learn real estate from a different perspective, because majority of the realtors who have joined this profession, and I think Raj, you have been long enough in the industry and we see it every day, they have not adopted this as a profession for them. They have not adopted this as a career for them. They're just doing it, chalo yaar part time kar lene, koi gal nahi, kuch gur nahi hai, real estate di do dilai ho jani. They come with that attitude, but youngsters, they want to build up a career in them. And we have many success stories like Tania in Save Max office, who you can look up to and can take an inspiration from them in terms of how real estate can be adopted as a career from young age, how you can become an investor from a young age and can fulfill your dream of becoming a millionaire before 30. Sooner you start, better you become. So guys, we have sorry Tanya, go ahead please.
No. I just want to say that it's very true. There are so many individuals with so much potential, and even just thinking about, oh, maybe I should do real estate. And you were so right. Both take the step, come to the offices, reach out, and you will find that you will love the environment here. You will love everything that we do, and you will see that real estate can be a career for you and one that you can strive in, because that's the environment we make here, right, Raman?
Absolutely. See, I have tried my level best to put up a platform, to put up an atmosphere for anybody and everybody to succeed. And I always try to compare SaveMax system with Canada. See, when we all came in this country as an immigrant, Canada has given us all the opportunity to succeed. There are a lot many people who are still cursing this system. There are a lot many people who are still like, oh, इत्थे तक कुछ नहीं हैगा पाजी, इत्थे कुछ नहीं हो सकता, तुसी वापस जाओ, ये करो, वो करो. And there are people like Rosie, like Raj, like Tania, and I have a lot many other people in SaveMax system who are success stories in this country. Look at them and see they have paved a path for themselves. So, अगर हम जैसे आम लोग ये काम कर सकते हैं, तो मेरे ख्याल से कोई भी कर सकता है, right? Tanya, we have another amazing personality under SaveMax who actually is leading all the teams of SaveMax from front and putting up a lot of time, efforts, energy to bring up all those high-tech systems. Especially like, we have a beautiful training system, we have a beautiful infrastructure. We are using top-of-the-line technology, which is KV Core, yep. Right? So I would like to welcome our COO, Mr. Sachin Gupta, who actually has become an inspiration for lot many realtors. Sachin, यार कई बार ना लोगों से बात होती है, वो कहते हैं यार मार्केट में ना ऐड नहीं हुई मेरी, और जो मेरी फोटो नहीं लगी, मुझे ये करना था, मुझे वो करना था, उसके बिना मैं ब्रांड नहीं बन पाऊंगा. Sachin is a very big example. We have never advertised Sachin in the market, but who does not know him?
First of all, good afternoon, everybody. Rajji, Tanya, Raman, IP Paji, right? Again, Raman, what I believe in is that कि आपका नाम फोटो लगाने से नहीं होता, आपके काम से होता है.
Very good.
So if you are working hard, your work will speak for you. As you rightly said that, it's been 10 years into the industry. I have never put in my picture on any of the signs. It's very recently, last year maybe, when we changed a policy wherein, my picture will go on the sale sign, which I never believed into that system, but somehow just because, it was everybody's intention, so I just went with it. But I believed in is that you don't need your picture to be successful. It's your work which will speak for itself, and people will know you by your work, not by your picture.
So Sachin, आपका भी एक बड़ा इंस्पायरिंग कैरियर रहा है SaveMax सिस्टम के अंदर. 10 साल आपने जो है 10 साल पहले आपने कैरियर शुरू किया था, and you have seen all those phases. You have worked as an admin. Tanya wanted to share. Sachin joined SaveMax as an admin out there, right? उसके बाद एक realtor के काम किया, फिर एक team lead का काम किया, फिर एक mentor का काम किया. उसके बाद he started building up the team for his team members. And then he was elevated to a level of vice president of the company. And then I proudly say he is the COO of the SaveMax group of companies. He is bringing a lot many new technologies over there. Sachin, would you like to share about all those technologies which we are putting in system together?
Yes, sure, Raman. So right now we are working on putting I would say 3 technologies. We are already implemented KV Core, which is the world leading lead generation and lead conversion platform. That platform is not only connected, that's I would say amazing CRM, which is connected with MLS system, which will get us all the listings. It is an artificial intelligence based system. It has a behavior automation wherein the system keep on monitoring the behavior of all the clients and keep on sending the alerts and triggers to the realtors that, today these 5 clients are should be your main concern, because they are the 5 ones who are looking at the listings last night. It will create a personal website for you, and that website has a capability to monitor the behavior of all your leads, all your clients. So I strongly believe that if you are able to use that platform will make sure that you do at least 7 to 10 extra transactions every year. And it is just like a virtual assistant to you. It will keep communicating with your clients. It will keep communicating for with your leads even when you are sleeping. So think of this, that even you are sleeping and somebody is connecting with your clients and making sure that they are active to look for the listings. So this will increase the efficiency of every realtor. See, we always say that at SaveMax, we believe in increasing the productivity of every realtor, increasing the efficiency of every realtor. So we make sure that we are doing every possible step by which every realtor is able to do 2, 3, 4, 5 extra transactions. So that is the number one platform. Number two, we are working on creating a SaveMax application that is meant for the clients, because our focus is always the end user, the buyer, the seller who keeps us in the business, right? No matter how many realtors we have, if we don't have clients to sell or buy the houses, we cannot be in the business. So that is again amazing platform that we are creating, which is meant wherein end user can look for the houses they want to do the leasing or selling. They can get all the information. They can track the past record for the houses. And in fact, we are creating a unique, I would say, capability into a system wherein the kind of country we're living in, it's a multicultural society. We have people coming from every part of the world. Sometimes everybody is not that fluent in the English, or somebody they are not that IT affluent when they can search properties on the website. So that system will be able to communicate through voice command. So think of this, Tania. You're telling Alexa that, Alexa, send me all the sold listing for yesterday, and the system will send you all the sold listing for yesterday.
Wow.
You ask us, Alexa, that hey Alexa, show me what all new listing came up today in my area, and Alexa does that job for you. So we are building that capability into a system. Again, whenever we are working on any IT platform, it takes time, but definitely we will surely launch that system very soon into the market. Second thing would be, you can talk to that platform in your own language. So Rosie Paji can speak to in Punjabi that hey Alexa, mainu aaj sari listing pe de, and Alexa will send those listings.
That's a good one.
And third thing, and the most important one, is the game changer model. Since we are talking a lot about our game changer model, we are working on building a IT platform which will provide a dashboard to every realtor, showing his downline that how many realtors are connected with him, and how much commission they are making, and what is the passive income they are generating from those realtors. So every realtor will have that dashboard to check his passive income, his retirement income, or his next generation income.
Sachin, as we have a youngster with us, Tania. I know, Tania, in over age, people start thinking about retirement, and they start thinking about how I have to protect my family. How important is for you as a youngster that you want to protect your future and you want to create a passive income and the retirement income? So how important it is for you?
I think you mentioned a good point, though, but saying at your age, people start thinking about that. I find now we all are starting to think about it earlier. We find the importance of it. So starting off of, like you said, trying to be a millionaire before 30 or in the next few years, but we are trying to, that passive income, the goals for future, setting out funds for later on in my life, those are priorities and very important.
Wow.
And Tanya, what you said again, maybe 10 years back, I used to dream about that. I wish I could retire at the age of 40 or 45. I have that income stream coming to me wherein I don't have to work and I still have enough income to manage my lifestyle that I have created, right? Maybe I'm not able to do it for myself, but the kind of system we are building, definitely we can do it for next generation. Okay. I'm thinking about Tanya. I thought that I hired a guy just day before yesterday who was 23, and I thought that that he's the youngest guy in my system. But today, when I come to know about your age, I said, know what? Now I have got another competitor over here. I've got somebody in 21. But think about that. 20 years down the line, you have built a system wherein that system is giving you a passive income of $500,000 or $1 million, technically just to manage that system. And Tanya could be able to retire at the age of 35 or 40 and still be able to manage the lifestyle that she has created in those areas. How amazing could it be?
I am waiting for those days. I'm going to be sitting at 30 on a beach, just relaxing, and I know I'm having solid income. That is the goal.
Yes.
But Tanya, I have a different viewpoint than you and Sachin. I know you both see yourself on vacation.
My age is past, I can't retire anymore. So I'm talking about Tanya.
I don't know. Somehow, personally, either I'm a workaholic or I have some technical problem. I don't know that, but I love my work, right? I feel like I'm vacationing every single day because I love what I do, and I never feel like I'm working on anything. And personally, I don't want to retire. To be very frank, I think I'm already retired, right? I think, listen. I am with my friends, talking to all of you guys, and there are a lot many people who are putting up their questions. I'm going to talk to them. So you know what? This is a fun for me, right? I find every single client as my friend, as my family, right? So Sachin, I think
I know we are getting to the end of the session, but before we end the session, it is more than session. It's like a 5 friends sitting together and talking, right? I don't take it as a session.
There you go.
Okay. So, last night I was talking to a realtor, maybe at 10:30, 11 o'clock. I was chatting with the realtor, and, we were talking about joining Save Max. And one question came to me. And that question came to me first time in my life. No realtor posed that question to me ever. I thought that I know every real estate question. I tried to answer that, but the question was that she was little hesitant joining Save Max because she felt that we have a hierarchy system wherein she has to start from the bottom of the tree. So she felt that it is a demotion for me starting from the bottom after working for 3 or 4 years. Right. So what do you have to say for that? Yes.
I know it's a very legitimate question, which many people, they might have feel, and because the way actually we have grown the system, outside people, they start taking the impression by themselves. Whereas that is not the fact, Sachin.
Yes.
In our system, it does not really matter if that person is working already in the SaveMax system or they are joining the SaveMax system now. It is all about their intellect. It is all about their capability of work. Like if somebody has worked 3 or 4 years, like I'll give you a good example of Raj, who is sitting here. He was 10 years in business. Now he's a broker of record there in SaveMax. Do you think he got a demotion?
Yes. See, today was the right session to ask that question because we have Raj in that session.
Absolutely. I will give you another example of Mohsin and Sid. I will give you so many other examples.
Yes.
Like those people, they came into SaveMax system when they had like 3-4 years experience, 5-year experience, 10 years experience. It is not about that, guys. It is about how talented you are. I'll give you another good example of one of our another team member, Kalpesh. He's into our system 1.5 years. He's already building up a team of 10 realtors. Right? So these are all the success stories. Yesterday, I was talking to one of our other realtor, Kavi, and I was surprised. 1 year, 6 months with SaveMax. She was working in another brokerage. And when I actually asked her, Kavi, how many deals she did, she said, Raman, I stopped counting. I'm doing so much, I stopped counting. Right? And when I looked at the number, she has done more than 45 transactions in 2020. Right? So these are the success stories. So Sachin, let me answer your questions very straightforward. If somebody is in the business 3 to 4 years and you are on a decent level of business, we will put you into the system. We will train you to become a team lead. That would be one of the options. We will train you to become a franchisee owner. We will train you to become more productive. It all depends upon what you want to do. So our system is such a perfect fit for every kind of individual, and it is not that you're going to lose your identity over here, because that is not what we are doing at SaveMax. We are working on building up more leaders in the system. Sachin has worked in the system. Do you think Sachin has lost his identity? Now Raj is sitting over there. Raj is building up his identity into the market in a different way. Rosie is there. Rosie, Paji, ਤੁਹਾਡੀ ਇੱਕ ਆਪਣੀ ਆਇਡੈਂਟੀਟੀ ਹੈਗੀ ਹੈ ਮਾਰਕੀਟ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ.
Exactly. Due to SaveMax.
Right? So don't just keep thinking those, I would say, narrow-minded thinkings. Just broaden your perspective of life. When you come and work with the team of winners, that is not gonna put you down. That will actually enhance you as an individual. And I always say, I love to have those friends who contribute personally, professionally, financially, and spiritually to on a spiritual note to my life, right? And I think we have built up an exciting, wonderful system. So if you want to become part of SaveMax system, you can get in touch with Mr. Raj. Raj is taking care of the Georgetown and all other, Hamilton and all those markets. Even if you are working in Brampton or Mississauga and you want to get yourself into the Georgetown office, don't hesitate to get in touch with Raj. That is what the beauty of the system. If you want to join Rosie Paji's team, get in touch with him. It all depends upon where you feel comfortable. And to all the youngsters, please don't hesitate to pick up your phone and talk to our young gun Tania. She is going to be a role model for all of you, and she is going to be a team lead in next 2 to 3 years. That is what the vision I see you for, Tania, because the way you spread positivity into the system, and that is what I love, right? So Raji, jaan to pehla apne sare realtors waste kuch message dena chahte ho?
Just the same, Raman just you said this. Come out and you guys want to join it, and contact me directly 416-948-0642, or definitely they can connect with Tania as well.
Tania, what's your number?
647-772-4219. I want to tell anyone, if you're even thinking, considering, or even just want to know more about getting into real estate, reach out. And I will help you, I will guide you and provide you information, and at least make your journey one that is very informed.
That's a very powerful message, Tania. Excellent. Rosie Paji?
तो मैं सारे ਨੂੰ ਇਹ ਕਹਿਣਾ ਚਾਹੁੰਦਾ ਕਿ ਕੋਈ ਬੰਦਾ ਜਿਹੜਾ ਪ੍ਰਾਈਵੇਟਲੀ ਕਾਲ ਕਰ ਸਕਦਾ ਹੈ, ਕਿਸੇ ਵੀ ਤਰੀਕੇ ਕੁਝ ਹੈਜ਼ਿਟੇਸ਼ਨ ਹੈ, ਕਿਸੇ ਕਿਸਮ ਦੇ ਕੋਈ ਕੁਐਸਚਨਸ ਹੈ, ਆਉਣ ਤੋਂ ਪਹਿਲੇ ਜੇ ਮੇਰੇ ਨਾਲ ਕੁਝ ਫੋਨ ਤੇ ਵੀ ਗੱਲ ਕਰਨਾ ਚਾਹੁੰਦਾ ਹੈ ਤਾਂ ਮਾਈ ਡਾਇਰੈਕਟ ਨੰਬਰ ਹੈ 6472854578. ਮੈਂ ਤੁਹਾਡੇ ਲਈ ਸਵੇਰੇ 6 ਵਜੇ ਤੋਂ ਲੈ ਕੇ ਰਾਤ ਨੂੰ 12 ਵਜੇ ਤੱਕ ਅਵੇਲੇਬਲ ਹਾਂ, ਜਦੋਂ ਮੈਨੂੰ ਕਾਲ ਕਰ ਸਕਦੇ ਹੋ, ਜਦੋਂ ਮਰਜ਼ੀ ਕਾਲ ਕਰ ਸਕਦੇ ਹੋ। ਤੇ ਕੋਈ ਵੀ ਕੁਐਸਚਨ ਹੈ ਤੁਹਾਡਾ, ਕੋਈ ਪ੍ਰਾਈਵੇਟ ਕੁਐਸਚਨ ਹੈ, ਕੁਝ ਵੀ ਕੁਐਸਚਨ ਹੈਗਾ, ਬਿਫੋਰ ਕਮਿੰਗ ਟੂ SaveMax you can call me at 6472854578. ਮੈਂ ਇੱਕ ਚੀਜ਼ ਹੋਰ ਇੱਥੇ ਮੈਂਸ਼ਨ ਕਰਨਾ ਚਾਹੁੰਦਾ ਕਿ ਸਾਡੇ ਕਈ ਟਰੱਕਰਸ ਹੈਗੇ ਨੇ ਜਿਹੜੇ ਕਿ ਰੀਅਲ ਏਸਟੇਟ ਦੇ ਜਿਹਨਾਂ ਕੋਲ ਲਾਇਸੈਂਸ ਹੈਗੇ, ਉਹ ਕੰਮ ਵੀ ਕਰਨਾ ਚਾਹੁੰਦੇ ਨੇ, ਦੇ ਹੈਵ ਟਾਈਮ ਆਲਸੋ, ਕਿਉਂਕਿ ਉਹ ਕੀ ਕਰਦੇ ਨੇ, ਉਹ 7 ਦਿਨ ਬਾਹਰ ਰਹਿੰਦੇ ਨੇ, ਫਿਰ 5 ਦਿਨ ਇੱਥੇ ਆਉਂਦੇ ਨੇ, ਦੇ ਹੈਵ ਟਾਈਮ। ਉਹਨਾਂ ਕੋਲੋਂ ਲਾਇਸੈਂਸ ਵੀ ਹੈਗੇ ਨੇ, ਉਹਨਾਂ ਕੋਲ ਲਿੰਕ ਬਹੁਤ ਨੇ, ਬਟ ਪ੍ਰੋਬਲਮ ਇਹ ਹੈ ਕਿ ਸਾਰੇ ਲੋਕ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਇਹ ਸਮਝਦੇ ਨੇ ਇਹ ਨਵਾਂ ਹੈ, ਇਹਦੇ ਨਾਲ ਅਸੀਂ ਕੰਮ ਕਰਕੇ ਕੀ ਕਰਾਂਗੇ। ਬਟ ਜੇ ਅਗਰ ਉਹ ਸਾਡੀ ਟੀਮ ਜੁਆਇਨ ਕਰਦੇ ਨੇ ਤੇ ਉਹ ਇਹ ਸਮਝਣ ਵੀ ਉਹ ਇੱਕ 20 ਸਾਲ ਪੁਰਾਣੇ ਰੀਅਲਟਰ ਨਾਲ ਕੰਮ ਕਰ ਰਹੇ ਨੇ, ਉਹਨਾਂ ਦੇ ਆਪਣੇ ਫਰੈਂਡਸ ਨੂੰ ਇਹ ਮੈਸੇਜ ਆਏਗਾ ਕਿ ਉਹ 20 ਸਾਲ ਪੁਰਾਣੇ ਰੀਅਲਟਰ ਨਾਲ ਕੰਮ ਕਰ ਰਹੇ ਨੇ, ਕਿਉਂਕਿ ਉਹ ਟੀਮ ਨਾਲ ਕੰਮ ਕਰ ਰਹੇ ਨੇ। ਅਗਰ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਕੋਲ ਲਿੰਕ ਹੈਗਾ, ਅਗਰ ਉਹ ਕੁਝ ਲੈਣਾ ਚਾਹੁੰਦੇ ਨੇ, ਉਹਨਾਂ ਦੇ ਫਰੈਂਡਸ ਕੁਝ ਇਨਵੈਸਟ ਕਰਨਾ ਚਾਹੁੰਦੇ ਨੇ, ਅਸੀਂ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਦੀ 100% ਹੈਲਪ ਕਰਾਂਗੇ ਕਿ ਜੋ ਵੀ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਦਾ ਕੰਟੈਕਟ ਹੈਗਾ that is 100% देयर। ਉਹਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਕੰਪਨੀ ਦਾ ਉਸ ਵਿੱਚ ਕੋਈ ਮਤਲਬ ਨਹੀਂ ਹੈਗਾ। we are here to help you। ਤੁਸੀਂ ਸਿਰਫ ਟੀਮ ਜੁਆਇਨ ਕਰਨ ਦਾ ਜਿਹੜਾ ਮੈਸੇਜ ਹੈਗਾ ਉਹ ਇਹ ਹੈਗਾ ਕਿ ਟੀਮ ਤੁਹਾਡੀ ਹੈਲਪ ਕਰਦੀ ਹੈ ਵਿਦਆਊਟ ਐਨੀ, ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਕੋਈ ਉਸ ਨਾਲ ਮਤਲਬ ਨਹੀਂ ਹੈ। that is 100% your। ਤੁਸੀਂ ਕੋਈ ਵੀ ਸਾਡੀ ਟੀਮ A ਟੀਮ ਜੁਆਇਨ ਕਰਨਾ ਚਾਹੁੰਦੇ ਹੋ, B ਟੀਮ, we have lot of teams, ਸਾਡੇ ਕੋਲ ਬਹੁਤ ਆਪਸ਼ਨਸ ਨੇ। ਤੁਸੀਂ ਜਿਹੜੇ ਕਨਸੈਪਟ ਹੈਗੇ, ਮਿਥ ਹੈਗੀ ਕੰਪਨੀਆਂ ਦੀ 100%, 50%, 60%, they all are myth। ਜਸਟ ਆ ਕੇ ਇੱਥੇ ਚੈੱਕ ਕਰੋ, ਇੱਥੇ ਆ ਕੇ ਗੱਲ ਕਰੋ। ਤੁਸੀਂ 80%, 70, 60, we have all options। ਇਹਦੇ ਚ ਨਹੀਂ ਹੈਗਾ ਕਿ ਤੁਹਾਡੀ 80% ਹੈਲਪ ਨਹੀਂ ਹੋਣੀ, ਤੁਹਾਡੀ ਹਰ ਜਗ੍ਹਾ ਤੇ ਹੈਲਪ ਹੋਏਗੀ। Please come to us, ਤੁਹਾਡੇ ਕੋਈ ਵੀ questions ਹੈ, you can call me, you can call Raman, you can call Sachin, anyone. Privately call करना चाहते हो, my number is 647-285-4578. Thank you, ji.
Perfect. And Sachin, I think Rosie has sent a very strong message across. There are so many myths about SaveMax, and majority of the time, those myths are being spread out by the competition without knowing what we do. So, देखो मैं हमेशा एक चीज को सचिन, I always kept saying one thing. If you want to know about SaveMax, who can tell you the best? SaveMax.
So, Raman, from today's session, I can see two very strong messages coming. One message is coming from our young gun, which is Tania, who's inspiring those young students outside who are just about to start their career, that choose real estate as a first time as a career, right? हमारे केस के अंदर, whether it is you, me or Raji, we always choose real estate as a backup career or as a second career, right? Wherein at SaveMax, we are encouraging all young people to choose real estate as a first career, because it is a wonderful, amazing field. Only thing is that you need the right direction, you need the right mentorship to be successful. Okay, so the first message is that all those young people outside who want to choose real estate as their first time career, contact Tania. She is the best person who can guide you, who can direct you. And all those people who have not got that success, they have the license, but they have not got the success they wanted. They want the support, they want the direction. We have Mr. Raj, we have our own Rosie Paji, whom I admire from bottom of my heart. He's like a big brother to me. He teaches me so many things, right? Contact Mr. IP Rawal. And as Rawal ji has given a very strong message that it is not about the splits. It is not about how much, what system you work in. At SaveMax, we believe that we need to help. We get, I would say, happiness in sharing our success with others. So be part of our team. Do not believe on what people are talking about SaveMax, but rather than listen from SaveMax people itself. Contact Mr. IP Rawal, Mr. Raj, and Tania to get more information about SaveMax, rather than talking to your friends.
So, Sachin, thank you very much. Thank you, Tania. A special thanks to you, Tania. I really admire you joining us today. Thank you, Rosie Pati. Thank you, Raj. Thank you, Sachin. And friends, I'm pretty sure we just had an informal discussion today. I know I was actually planning to do some presentation, but when I see the way we are talking, I wanted to make sure that everybody who is watching us should understand SaveMax is all about positivity. SaveMax is all about progress. SaveMax is all about putting this next generation into the right perspective and creating success stories like Tania. So if you want to become part of our team, more than welcome to get in touch with any of our team members, and they will show you how we can make a difference into your life. With these words, I will say thank you very much for joining us for today, and we will see you next week, same time. Till then, have an amazing weekend, guys. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you, guys. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much.